a chart through this. Now, I don't know if you guys have invested in the if you've invested in the $9.99 Pro membership on TradingView. If you haven't and you're in a position to do so, do it, because you can use the replay button. If not, then it's completely fine. What I need you guys to do, okay, is, okay, I'm going to stop sharing a second, and then we're just going to go from here, okay? So just bear with me. All right. So let's go back to about here. You guys can't see my screen, right?
No, nothing black.
No, nothing, mate.
Fine.
No, can't say it.
Cool. Now you can see my screen, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Guys, on TradingView, if you don't have the version where you can replay and go back, this is what you do. Now, clearly, when you go to your charts and you pick the pair you want to trade, you're going to pick the pair and you're going to do your best to cover your eyes, and you're going to scroll this screen all the way back this direction as far as you can go until you just get to a certain point on the market, okay? If you have the software Forex simulator, again, much better. But for those that don't, we can use this, okay? Now, a good worker never blames his tools, so we're going to work with it. And what we're going to do is, I wonder if actually, I should have checked this out, if I can change the color of this. Doesn't matter. It might matter. Hold on. Settings. Maybe I should have just checked this out before. Yes, there you go. So the symbol name label, okay, you want to remove. All right. How do we do that? We go to here, we right click, we go to settings, and we go to symbol name label. We remove the label, okay? Now scroll back. This is how we're going to do it. So looking at this overall market structure, we can see the market's pushing to the upside. We do see at the top of the structure that price started. We can see that price started to reject. We have wicks. We have price failing to break to the upside. We have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20 hours worth of information to confirm that price wasn't able to break this resistance. We have this huge bearish engulfing candle to the downside, and we potentially have a reversal on this market. That means we are potentially looking for sells in this market. What we do, guys, is we just press, and ladies, we just press the right arrow key once. Don't embarrass me. Once. Okay, it should only give us one candle. I don't know why it's giving us two. Let's try this again. There you go. One candle, okay? And this is how we're going to work with it. You get your second candle. And I know it's a bit budget, but guys, listen, we're working with what we have. And we continue to stack these candles, slowly but surely. Now we see signs of rejection in this market. You have to say to yourself, and I think the beauty of doing it this way is you can actually see how the market has moved. There's a difference between this gap here with this V-shaped market, okay, this V-shaped market here, and this one here. We have a strong push. We don't have much of a gap. So technically you can use this to your advantage. Price action will away and give us nice clean structure, okay? Now we're starting to form a gap within the structure, and it's something I'm going to show you guys soon. Now on this market, what do you see? An indecision candle. Price has broken the previous structure low. We've pushed down and we're starting to gradually grind up to the upside, but with very small candles indicating that we're potentially going to find some sort of resistance. Now we find resistance on this market, okay? As you can see, we have 4, 8, 12, 16 hours worth of information to confirm to us that this is a potential resistance level on this market. So what you're going to do is you're going to identify where prices are at the moment, which is going to be, let's use this cursor. Again, it would be better if we don't have to use this, to be honest with you. Let's figure out where price is at, which is around here. So we're looking at about 126.79, okay? You're going to pop that into your data, and the pair and the time. You just hover over it, the pair and the time, and then you're going to take a sell opportunity, okay? What I would suggest you do is use a spreadsheet that Hassan has provided for us and try it out, okay? Now, how you would take this trade is you will get your sell tool on this market and you will line it up with this here, okay? You will find your stop loss, which is going to be above this structure to the left. So let's work with, let's say, a 20 pip stop loss. And let's go for a 1 to 3 as we're going to be back testing. Now, we need to get this box over here to make sure that we are going to be able to see our returns. What you do, guys and ladies, is you double click this box, you copy this area here, okay? You double click, it will highlight blue, and you copy. You can right click, copy, or you can press Control C and press OK. What I want you to do is just then move this box over here. Make sure you've got enough width on this box. Move this box over here as much as you can. If you can line it up, it's perfect. If not, you double click it again. You go back here, you right click, make sure you highlight this and paste. When you press OK, it will shift this box in the direction or at that exact level that it's supposed to go. And what you do is you just tap once to the left to see where the market is at. You can see that the market is pushed down more than 50%. So you go break even on this trade, okay? And then you continue to push this market and see what happens. Now, normally this is supposed to come up with a line. I don't know why mine is not come up with a line. Compact visibility, blah, 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 blah. Who cares? Regardless, we hit TP, okay? Now, what you do, guys, when you hit, and ladies, you hit, go hover over this area here, and let's go back one candle, actually, okay? And what you do is you measure this like this at the bottom of the box. It's 126.19. You pop that in your stats. You put it down as a win. This is a trend continuation, so a TC. And then you remove the box and you continue trading. Does this make sense?
Makes sense.
Anybody have any,
Yeah.
questions, queries, or reservations on this simple backtesting that we're doing now? No, let's continue. So what we do is we just continue to push these candles. Now it's up to you guys, okay, how you take these trades, but I advise you do it. 5 minutes a day is going to change your life. If you don't believe me, try it. Now, if you're looking at this trade and you say to yourself, well, Rock said don't take trades if it's consolidating, but you want to take this trade, this is the beauty of backtesting, okay? So you mark your little line, whatever color it is, at the bottom of this candle here, okay? You get your box for a sell and you just line up the crosshairs with this here. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So that's easier. If you make sure that your box is long like this, okay, all you need to do is click your box, come over here to this black line. See, you learn new things every day, and this box will now automatically be all the way over here to the right. You double click this, or actually you figure out what you want your stop loss to be, so above these wicks here, that's fine. Let's put it to like a round number-ish, so it's about 29 pips. We'll go 30 pip stop loss, and we'll go for a 90 pip target. That looks fair enough. You then go over here, you see the time of this candle. This candle is at 2 o'clock on the 6th of March. It's at the bottom of my screen, if you can see, 6th of March 2019 at 2 o'clock. And then you log that. You can hear me, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, you log that in your spreadsheet, and this will be, what trade is this? A trend continuation or a counter trend trade?
Trend continuation.
Continuation.
Very good, okay. And then what are you going to do? You're going to just press right once. Okay, we're at 50%. Everyone can see this has gone 50%. We'll go break even. We hit take profit, okay? What you do now is you just remove all drawings and you continue, okay?
Cool.
Okay, so no, we're not going to take that trade. I didn't see that. And everybody, right? Take your time with this, all right? Really take your time. Backtesting can be very, very, very detrimental to your trading because you can do this and you can say, okay, now it's a buy, then you take a buy, and then you realize after, hold on a minute, this was the push on the market. This was exhaustion. Maybe I won't take it. Maybe I look for a better opportunity. Take time. Each candle, every candle you go through, look at this. Are you taking sells now? No, you're not. Why? Prices showed bullish momentum and pressure in the market. In order to take a sell, what you're looking for is for this market to push. If we're in this phase where the market's moving sideways with a support level and a resistance level, and you're saying, let's sell this, what you need to happen is for price then to sell for you, pull back, make a lower high before your continuation. Be disciplined when doing this, okay? Very disciplined. Does everybody understand how to backtest using TradingView on this free version?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fine. Now, what's going to be so powerful about this is you guys and ladies are not going to be confused or have any confusion to have to figure out where do I enter. You are looking for you're simply looking for 4-hour candle closes with wicks, signs of market structure, and clear evidence of potential phases in the market. Does this make sense? I hope so. I'm not going to ask you to say reply. So, or on the MT4 simulator. Yes, so if you guys need MT4 simulator, you can go to Dino, who has them available at a very good price, okay? I'm not promoting sales here, guys, but if you need it, it's there. TradingView is proper. I'm using MT5 to with TradingView. How do I go about getting it? Matthew, it's free, bro. Go to tradingview.com and sign up for free, okay?
Can I ask a quick question?
Mm-hmm.
For us, we can use the replay button, so that we purchased this TradingView Pro thing. Can we go? How far back can we replay the button? How far back can we go?
So when you get onto your charts, this is what you do. You're not looking at it. You're trying your hardest not to look at it, okay?
Okay.
You're just going back, going back, going back, going back, going back. So now we're on a 4-hour chart. Just keep going back. To be honest with you, right?
No, I'm asking, can we go back, let's say, to the year 2016?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay, why not?
Because the market behavior changes every single year.
Yeah, it doesn't save data on TradingView like on the MT4. So,
and the behavior on the markets back then is so much different to now. So I would stick from 2018 up until now.
Okay, so basically every year you're trying to improve your trading and everything regarding trading.
Yeah,
based on market conditions.
Absolutely.
Okay, I want to know how to do that. That's very interesting.
No, what you need to do is just keep up with what's happening now, and that's where you're at in terms of your knowledge.
Okay.
Go back if you want as far as 2018, but my point is to you to trade this data from the 11th of January to the 20th of January, which is about 8 days, a week. This should take you a whole hour. Okay, so if you're going back to 2017 and you're looking to crunch this data within a week, truly mistaken. Trade what you see in front of you, or at least a full screen's worth of data, an hour. Okay, if you have the replay button, this is what you'll do. You'll be scrolling back, scrolling back, scrolling back, scrolling back, scrolling back, scrolling back, scrolling back. Okay, now you look at your screen, you hit the replay button, and you do this. It's $9.99 a month. That's the beauty of this. And then now it becomes a different ball game. But those that are not in a position to buy it, the way I just showed you is still as good as. Okay? Before we move on, does anybody have any questions or queries about this?
Yes, hi Rog, this is Dawood. I just have a quick question. Yeah, so if you're saying that it won't the strategy which you're teaching us, if we would have tested in 2017 or 16, it might have not worked. So how in the future, like maybe in 2019 and in 20 or 2021, the strategy might not work, if I'm not mistaken, or if I have misunderstood you?
You asked the guys and the ladies in this community how hard I'm working every single day to improve this strategy. Every single day I'm working 17 hours a day to make sure that I'm keeping up with the markets. So as long as you have me or you're following what I'm saying while you're here, you'll be okay. Trust me. The market.
Yeah, no. Don't take it in a bully way. I just the whole idea was like, let's say if we are making a notes of the 5 days course that you have sent us, like, you know, the back retest, the consolidation, the up and trend, the basic remains same no matter what, isn't it?
So let me tell you, what I mean is the behavior of the market changes. The structure doesn't change, the behavior.
Right.
If you're
Okay.
if you're trading consistently, trading regularly, you'll be able to keep up with it. Like this week, okay? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it's been very slow. Today's been very slow. Last week was okay-ish. January, we killed it. February was okay. March was a bit better. Different times, different weeks, different months, the market behavior changes in terms of volume, okay? In terms of strategy, what you have to do is use the strategy you're learning now. If you're taking notes, I get it. You have to then consistently use that strategy in the markets. And when you start to recognize things are changing a bit, i.e. you're having more false breakouts, then you need to use that strategy to maybe tweak it a little bit and extend your stop losses. Or instead of using sell limits because you're having these false breakouts, you use sell stops. If you find the market's moving very rapidly and it's not going to come back for a sell limit, you may, instead of selling at structural high, you may go in at a lower entry with an instant execution, okay? And that's what I mean by behavior pattern, etc., etc. Right now, the way this system has been built has been the last few years. So it's relevant now. If you start going back to 2016, 15, or 14, you're just going to find that you're just going to slow yourself down and basically damage your progress and learning, okay?
Right, it's clear.
Okay. Behavior change used to new traders. Exactly. That's exactly it. The markets are constantly changing because the markets are just basically full of psychological movements, okay? It's all based on how traders are trading. And we're talking retail traders because the banks, they haven't changed nothing. They just learned how to take more money from us. Banks are happy to wait patiently for strong levels in the market, here, and that's it. That's all that matters to them, okay? You think once price is in the middle, the banks say to themselves, oh, let's just get a remote control and rally the market up, or let's get a remote control and rally the market down. Their whole buy bias and sell bias are based on major structural areas in the market. We're just we just feed them basically by buying and selling into these levels. When we start to see sells, we sell. Guess what? They take our money and continue. When we buy, they continue with their sells. So we need to, if you want to trade like the banks, you have to be more patient, wait for these major structures. But in terms of what's happening in the middle of these areas, these are all retail traders having a big old fit, whether it's going to buy or sell, okay? So adapting and changing, I don't mean structurally because that hasn't changed. I just mean the behavioral patterns and volume that is pumped into these markets at certain times, okay? So what we'll do, we've been running for an hour. We'll take is 5 minutes okay, or does anybody need longer to go and do what they're having to do? Get a tea, get some water, whatever. If 5 minutes is okay, we'll take 5 minutes, then we'll come back. Before everybody goes, let's have some commitment. I need, and we'll make this quick because we're going to go into phases on the market. Phases on the market. Can at least 3 to 5 people come forward now and volunteer to come on and speak? I want you guys, we've done this exercise a few times. I want you guys to come forward, tell me the market structure, the phase, and potential. Very, very simple. This is how we trade. So 3 to 5 people.